It's tea time. Cheers. I'm Patricia Moore, and I come on here week to spill my tea. I got some tea for you. Let me tell you. But my tea is not gossip. It is the good news. It is me talking about the importance of having a relationship, your walk, your journey, your intimacy with God. So we talk about real life things that are happening. One of the things I want to talk about, and I've talked about before, is there can be multiple things happening in your life, multiple things going on, meaning you can have joy and still not be happy. How is that possible? It's very possible because happiness is based off in a reaction to something. Joy is the product of someone. Who is that someone? God. God said he did what? He left us the Holy Spirit. He left us a spirit inside of us that has peace, joy, love, all the things that we can tap into, that we can acknowledge that we already have. So you already have joy living inside of you if you are a believer. And believe you are made in the image of Christ. There is joy already inside of you. However, we have this thing called flesh that we wrestle with day in and day out. And see, I don't know if you could be honest. I'm going to be honest. There are prayers that I have prayed. There are things that I have expected, hoped for, and it just did not turn out the way that I thought. And for a moment there, I was unhappy. I was sad. And yes, I'm not going to say I was complaining, but I definitely had to release some emotions because I'm like, Lord, this is not what we talked about. Does not mean that I'm not grateful. Does not mean that I'm not thankful that God is still providing and taking care of me. Does not mean that I missed all of that. It just means that this flesh is unhappy because it wanted what it wanted, and it wanted to see it how it sees. It wanted to see it how I wanted to see it. And I wanted God to just show up because I thought what I was asking for was simple and not that much. But God's ways are not mine. His understanding is not mine. So sometimes, because he's stripping me of all of that, to think like him, to think bigger, I have to admit when I'm unhappy. I'm not doing fake Christianity. We shouldn't be doing fake religion like, oh yeah, I'm just so happy. No, you're not. But it does not mean that you don't thank God. It does not mean that you still don't believe in God. So you can go ahead and admit sometimes that, for instance, you may be praying for a loved one. And maybe the health report just did not end up the way that you thought. Does that not mean that you don't have joy in the Lord, that the Lord handled the situation the way that he saw best? But you just may not be happy about the outcome. There are things in our life where we just won't be happy. But eventually, if we can admit, and will you join me in admitting and being real? Like, Lord, I'm just not happy about how you answered that. God can handle it. He wants you to be real. He wants you to be transparent and say, I wasn't happy about how you answered that. Nevertheless, because you got to have a nevertheless, will you help me? Every single day, I'm still going to praise you. I'm still going to worship you. And I'm still going to acknowledge you, Lord. Because I know. How does this Romans 8:28 say? All things work together for his good. And if it's for your good, that means it's for my good. And eventually I'll get there to the place where I can be happy. My reaction to what you did will start to be happy. But this joy that I have, it goes nowhere. The world didn't give it to me. But this flesh, this is what we got to die to every single day because it's selfish. It wants what it wants. It desires what it desires. And it's going to go after it too. But even still, the flesh, if something is not constantly happening, then you're constantly not happy. So let's distinguish between two, joy and happiness. Let's get to the point where we could just be joyful. And I'm talking to myself too. Because I know we don't always need something to be happening to be happy. We just have to recognize God and live in our joy and peace and all the things that he is. All right, guys. Love you.